Hello, everybody. I think we're live. I'm hoping so. That's my boner. Good boy. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? How's little Angel and Bill doing? Good, I hope. I just came back from doing a couple more ships, and I got the one ship I just posted. I've got another one to edit and post. So as soon as I get some more people on here comes Joe. Hello, Joe. What do you know?
What's up, Paul?
How you doing?
Well, I'm doing. Today's been a lazy day.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still not feeling good.
Oh, did you go to the doctor?
Well, I'm taking stuff. So all it is little chest stuff. So I'm taking the stuff they gave me before. I still got some, and it's clearing up, but it's just taking up time. I don't.
Here
It's
comes
taking time.
Birdman.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Brenda, I have some news for you.
Hey, Brenda.
GoFundMe have confirmed that they have a problem with PayPal. Yeah. And it's got nothing to do with you guys. It is actually GoFundMe and PayPal blocking each other. So that's where we're at, and they're working on a fix. After all that bullshit they put me through.
Yeah, it's fine. They must be related to bamboo
No,
and
Bamboo's
Amazon.
actually, Bamboo are being pretty good at the moment, touch wood. Right, I've got to go in a minute, for 5 minutes. But before I go, let me tell you a funny story. I was mugged today.
Oh,
You were
wow.
mugged today.
One begged me for a ginger nut biscuit, and when I popped down to hand it over, another one grabbed the packet and run off. And Paul, I'm blaming you.
That's funny.
Was it the squirrels? The squirrels did it?
Yeah. And the worst bit was the one that begged for the biscuit in the first place, yeah, actually still took the fucking biscuit. Well, his mate ran off with a packet.
Ah.
A freaking ginger nut. Gone.
Hey, Jim's here. Jim
Hey,
couldn't
Jim.
get on this morning. You said having problems with Zoom.
Oh, Zoom's a law to itself. Right. I have to nip off for 5 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay, David.
Keep me entertained.
This one, if you send it to, she sends it out. Yeah, I got a picture that somebody bought the other day, and she called up and she told me they went to print it, and all the faces were kind of distorted. And I think what's happened, because I'm looking at it right now on a computer and I don't see it. And I think what she's doing is looking at it on a phone. And that's what I told her, because she said she downloaded it. I don't have any more. Y'all go eat your dish. They downloaded it to the phone and tried to go straight from there. Like I tell everybody, when you're downloading a big file, you got to do it to a computer because it's not going to work. And I really think that's what it is, because I'm looking at it now on a little computer. I'll find out in a minute. I'll make sure I've got it. It's a stupid thing, 'cause, people don't understand. I'll tell you in a second. 1.3, okay, you see, that's it right there. 1.3 megabytes should be big enough, but she's getting it compressed some kind of way. And I know it's bigger than 1.3 megabytes. I know that. Just trying to think of why they only gave her 1.3.
Yeah. Let me go close the back door. The wind is so strong, it's just beating the hell out of everything.
Yeah.
Because Boone was in there laying next to me. He wasn't going in or out, so I just
Right.
had to close the door.
Nothing wrong with that picture. Let's try it though. Just find out the real one.
Brenda says her new puppy Angel has turned into a preteen, even though she's still a puppy.
No, she's a preteen. Doesn't take long. Oh, Lord help me.
Oh man.
Yeah, I need this Marine Corps money to come in because I want to give up. I want to stop doing this. I get to the point where when the season's over with, I want it to be over with. I don't want to deal with people until the season starts again.
Well, what you do is you hire another photographer and tell him you take him in under partner, and over a period of time, you
Nope.
turn it over to him.
Costs too much. In the long run, it costs too much. Because another photographer is not going to want to do it for pennies or for an hour. Literally, they want it for money. What's that number? 8261. I don't even see it, 8261. Now, how in the hell? Oh, that's the image there. That's what they sent them. That just don't make sense at all. It says image 8261. That's because it downloaded to an Apple phone. It changed the whole image number. Oh, Lord help me.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I got it. Well, I only have one picture of this picture, so it's like it can't be different. You know what I mean? So I will take this one picture, put it back in here. I got the raw file, so I got a lot I could do with it. And I'll send it. I'll redo this one to make sure because there's nothing wrong with this picture. I'm looking at I've got it big enough right now on the screen that it's bigger than a 10 by 13 image. And I mean a 10 by 12, and that's what she's gonna have to make. Because it's a 4 by 6 and it's like 85p. I'll show you the picture. I'll show you the picture. I'm gonna even make it a little bigger than it needs to be. Oh, right here. That's the picture. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the faces. They're not smudged
Nope.
out.
They're not distorted or anything, no.
They're not distorted. So the picture's fine. But I've also got what they call an enhanced image. She must have did something like this. It's gonna distort like that. And you get that big, it's not made for that. But it also only gave her a 1.3 megabyte, and it's like 5.3 megabytes. So I don't know why I did that. So I'm gonna go back and redo it and send it the other one. I'll send it like 3 megabytes because I still have the raw file, so I can fix it. I don't know why. It has to have something to do with the enhanced image. So I can
Set it,
fix
you,
that.
you,
I
the
fix it.
sad part is whenever you send a photo to somebody, you don't have any idea what the settings is on their computer.
Well, the settings don't matter because they're gonna bring it to a lab, and the lab is gonna print it, and it's set to print. That's the good news. It's set to be able to print. But if they're looking at a compressed image on a phone and bringing it way up, it's gonna do that
Okay.
because they're looking at like give you an example. The computer, you want a 72 dots per inch for the computer to make it look better. If you do a 300 dot per inch, it's gonna give you a little distortion because the computer's compressing it. When it starts compressing, it's gonna mess up. It's gonna change that. And you don't want to give them a 5,000 by 3,000 file if it's just for a computer. You want to give them like a 1,200 by 900 because again, it's going to compress it, and when they put a big image on it, it'll print good, but it won't look good on a computer. So it's just all those little stupid things. What's happening to me at night? I'm coughing at night when I'm laying down. I'm starting to cough again.
Oh, that's not good.
So it's keeping me awake. Last night I went to bed probably about 2 o'clock when I finally got to sleep. I woke up at 6. And I said I'm gonna stay. I'll change the alarm to 7. 7. I woke up. And I asked what time it was, and it said 7:30. I said, "Give me a 30-minute alarm." Then I asked again what time it was. It said 9 o'clock. I went, "Oh Lord." That's when it said 9 o'clock. I rolled over, and then it said 10 o'clock. So I kept sleeping. It was better that I slept till 10 o'clock than worried about my son getting back to North Carolina. He's back at home now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he got back.
Now, when does he go back on the ship again?
Next week sometime. I think the end of the week. They go back out. But he said he was glad to get back home, meaning where he lives with his wife. He said he doesn't like the fact that he's going on a ship for 3 weeks. But he said he knows he got to do it, get it over with. And then he said he was nice to be here, but he likes the fact that, and he's always been the one that said that he was going to move and get away and never come back. Because he was almost like I was. I always wanted to come back to Louisiana, but he's willing to not even be back if he don't have to. See us, yeah, but that's it. But he'll get to the point in about 10 years where he's going to want to come back. Because he's already got back and ate the food and said, "Damn, we missed the food." That's a big selling point.
Yeah.
So Boone's been chasing the zero turn. Huh?
Yeah.
Let him do it. He's good. He
Well,
just
no, he
wears them
doesn't
out.
just chase it. He dives underneath it with the blades spinning.
Well, if you're in a yard, you can't have him in a yard with it. But I
No.
mean, if the guy in the back's cutting the grass, let him run the fence.
Yeah.
It's good
Yeah.
for him. It keeps him in shape. He needs that. Looking at this thing, I want to see how big this thing is. Actually, I could look at it this way.
I'm back.
The big file. I don't know I don't understand how this thing's a 26 megabyte file and she got a 1.3 megabyte. And when I exported at 5. So I don't understand it. So it had to be the compression when she got it.
Yeah, something definitely compressed that. Where was we in the chat? David, how long ago was the Boreal? Jim, it's actually a Zoom background that comes with Zoom itself. Everybody has access to that. This is not something I've taken. Paul and Joe could have it if you wanted it.
Yeah.
Where's the crazy people at?
Where's the what?
The crazy people.
Which ones? They're all crazy, you know?
You got a point.
Exactly, but we're not. You know, Dominic, Justin, Mark, Lance, Ed. I think Ed's out celebrating.
That's a 10 by 13 I'm looking at, and that's fine.
So David, how you been feeling?
I don't know. I'm all right.
Well, you must be feeling better because your family of squirrels are loving you.
No, Jim. As I said, that one that was on my screen at the back, that's a Zoom video. Everybody gets it with Zoom. I've actually seen the Northern Lights because it happens quite often here in the UK. Give me a minute. Do have some pictures of Northern Lights somewhere. What's that picture of Northern Lights on bloody Facebook? Oh.
Me and Johnny are gonna fly tomorrow sometime.
You are?
Yeah. I was tempted to go out there today 2 or 3 times.
Well, I flew 5 ships today, but it was windy as hell down there.
And yesterday was the day I should have flew, because yesterday was no wind at all.
Paul, I'm just going to show these pictures to Jim.
Okay.
Right, these were taken last year, and there's quite a few. I'm not very steady with the camera. Obviously, the further south you are, the more reds you get than you get the greens. You can still see some of the green. Yeah, we had real good show of it last year. And I believe in the next couple of days, we've got another. And that's the moon. So, yes, I've seen the Northern Lights in person. I'd like to actually there's an aeroplane that you can get from Scotland, and it literally, you fly out and you fly over the sea, and they turn off all the plane lights, and you get to see the Northern Lights from the aeroplane. I'd love to go and do that. The sad thing is, I can get to America cheaper than I can on that aeroplane. Get a ticket on that aeroplane.
Yeah, you see, it don't make sense. When I'm exporting them right now, it's giving me almost 4 MB. How'd she get a 1.3? It must have compressed. Yeah. If I'm giving her 3 images, she don't know what size she wants to print, so I'm gonna fix them for her. So
Captain
I'll have the
Joe,
names next to them.
Captain Joe, would you please take
What?
your eyes and look towards the chat, please?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm busy. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, Joe, have you been feeling better? No, I've still got that cough. It is probably, actually, I got a dentist appointment on Friday. I'm gonna have to move it back because I'm not gonna be in the chair when they're doing something with me and start coughing. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Not just, I've got like phlegm right here and it won't go away. And when I lay down at night, it keeps me awake for a couple hours, even though I'm taking stuff for it. This happened to me about a year ago, and it took about 2 weeks for it to go away. But I'm feeling better, but not good enough to feel better. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Talking about dentists, what do you think of the UK inventing an injection that you inject into your gum, and it changes all your gum to make it feel like it's your milk teeth. So your teeth fall out again, and you get a fresh set. So all these people with false gnashers, yeah, can have this injection and grow the teeth back.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I'll do it.
still in. Yeah, I'd do it. Still in trial stage because obviously they need to know the long-term effects.
Well, I can tell you what I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm waiting on the Marine Corps. Marine Corps comes up with that money. They got a place down the street. It's a dental place. And you go in, they make the appointment, they x-ray everything, they measure everything, they get everything just right, and they make you a complete implant set, like freaking movie stars do.
Yeah. And Jim, the pictures I took was with my mobile phone.
And when they do that, yeah, okay, Dominic. And what they do is they set you up for an appointment, get you there early in the morning, and you're out that same day with your implants.
Yeah.
The same day
Have you
with your
tested for
implants.
COVID? Brenda asked if you've been tested for COVID.
Oh yeah, I did. Twice. I tested twice. I've got 5 or 6 tests here. Yeah, they had other people in my family come down with it, but I wasn't one. But I was sick when I went over there. I had the same symptoms, but it wasn't as bad.
So they haven't got COVID, they've got Jovid.
Yeah, I got Jovid. I'll give you that one. That was a good one. About time you come up with something good. But it's just right here, one little piece of freaking film. Oh, on a better note, that Mogave or whatever that shit is, I'm taking. That's not Mogave, it's Manjaro that I'm taking. When I started taking it, okay, Paul, 3 weeks ago, let's see, 3 weeks ago, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, I was 260, 264. That's when I said I got to start taking the fluid pills again. 2 weeks later, I was about 257. That I had lost about 7, 8 pounds. Since I've been taking that Manjaro, whatever that thing is, today every morning I weigh myself and I'm log it down. I weighed myself this morning at 245. That's 13 pounds, and you're muted. So I've lost 13 pounds in 2 weeks.
That's great, Joe.
That's by not eating cookies and cakes and not and all I'm doing is I'm drinking water, I'm drinking the coffee, and in the morning I'm eating breakfast, and I'm not hungry until late, and I eat one meal. So the 2 meals a day it cut me back so much that I've dropped 13 pounds in 2 weeks.
Good for you.
Now the part that pisses me off is that I'm gonna have to take in shirts that I just had made for USA Drone Flyer, or I'm gonna have to get new clothes. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to take in clothes because I know I can feel the difference in them already. Just
Yes,
bought a
Jim,
brand new pair of jeans and they're getting loose.
Jim, I always do try to read the chat, but unfortunately, the last few weeks, your chat keeps moving. I'll
Yeah.
pack it in. My
And I've
vision
also
is-
got Top Chat on, so I'm missing half of it. So let me fix it.
yeah, but I've got this problem where everything in my vision is shaky, so I could be looking at, say my monitor screen, and it looks like it's shaking, going left to right. Mind you, Joe, we're going into summer months now, so baggy shirts are the in thing, aren't they?
Yeah, I like it a little bit big anyway.
Yeah.
But what I do is if like I've got a couple of them that are too big now. And what I've done, even with the ones I work in, I've lost enough weight that they're a little bit too big for me.
Yeah.
I'll just go and take about a ½ inch on each side and just run a stitch down there. That way I can pull it back out if I need to, you know?
Well, if you would like, I've got a bit of extra weight you can have.
No, I don't want it.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna be
can't-
honest with you.
You can't say David didn't offer, Joe.
He'll offer, you
and-
can have it.
Brenda, does anyone know how to gain weight? Oh, yes. Take olanzapine. Trust me, right? They've put me on pills that are supposed to make me feel full. But as soon as I take that olanzapine, that fridge is getting raided. It just makes you hungry constantly. Yum, 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 yum. I have begged them to find me a different tablet that will do the same as olanzapine.
Well, the only thing I can think of, Brenda, if you want to gain some weight, get on a regular regimen of Boston creams. That'll help you.
We see what that's doing.
You got to be committed, aren't you, Paul?
That's right. Boston creams and Diet Pepsi is the way to go.
The problem is, Diet Pepsi apparently is one of the worst fizzy drinks you can have, or diet drinks. Yeah.
Well, at my age, it works for me.
Oh, you're never going to guess what they're trying to do over here now. Right? I'm sorry, but this is going way too far. They've brought in the sugar tax, which means if you buy a can of Coke, you have to pay an extra 14 pence sugar tax. Right? Okay. But why not on Dr. Pepper? Just on Coca-Cola, right? So
Yeah.
McDonald's, yeah, decided they're going to only serve healthy, no sugar drinks, right? That are not healthy, right? Thinking they're going to get around it. The government have said because now McDonald's are not making enough money from the sugar tax, they're going to move the sugar tax now to cover donuts, right, and milkshakes. If fucking McDonald's try saving me a no sugar milkshake, right, someone's going to be wearing it. Yeah, it's so weird how some tablets make you hungry and some don't. Really does. But my issue with my medication is some of them I take an hour before food, some of them I take half an hour before food, some I take with food, some I take an hour after food. Yeah. And one of them, it's a really strange one. It says, take an hour after food on an empty stomach. What? How do I do that?
I'm gonna make this phone call.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on 41 tablets a day now. Okay, 12 of them are Epilin in the morning and 8 in the evening. Still 41 tablets. I'm on more tablets than Apple sell. How many ships have you caught today, Paul?
5.
5, crikey. You're racking them in. Do you
Yeah.
actually save some for like days when you get bad weather?
You can't save a ship.
No, save the video.
Well, they're tracking the ships. The people that want them want to see as close to live as possible.
Ah, I see why you do it then, yeah. No, I just wondered if
That'd be like recording the Indianapolis 500 and broadcasting it a week later.
they do. But no, I just wondered if you actually, saved a couple behind, in case you have a bad weather day. You don't like the ones that you've already got in the past. Wow. That's a lot of eyesight to lose, Brenda.
Hey, Mark's here.
Yeah. I mean, illegally blind. I mean, I'm guessing you mean legally. Yeah. Well, my left eye is done for. It's been done for since I was born. I've never been able to see out of it. My right eye, that's roughly about 70% of working vision, but everything's shaking. I let them both in, and it didn't say. Oh,
Mark White's asked you to come in twice. What's
yeah. One's joining, I think one crashed, so it'll drop off.
Must be new at this. Is it still dropping off?
Oh, he's got the Zoom issues.
Zoom.
Yeah.
I was calling my dentist to push it back a couple of weeks because I don't want to deal with it right now.
Yeah, Jim
That-
said
that-
that he can see your weight loss in your face.
Really? Be like Uncle Bill. Uncle Bill always says, "How do I sound? How do I sound? How do I look?"
Do you actually really think he's actually having weight loss, or do you think he's 3D printing a new face and he's having plastic surgery?
I'm not that good. Not that good. Okay, now I got to explain to this woman about these pictures. Let me look at them real quick.
Louis, I
Okay,
am
that's
going to
clear.
fucking stick that fucking grape
That's
right up
clear.
your ass.
God bless you.
Just a minute, I've just got to go and pick up the load of grapes.
Oh God, sorry.
You sit there, begging
And it's
who's it now?
the man of the hour, Mark.
beg.
You finally figured out how to get in here?
Give me fruit.
Yeah, I think so.
Right? And then you took it on the fucking floor.
Every time I open it, Zoom crashes.
You little bug bugs.
So I just closed Zoom, I closed YouTube, and opened them all back up and started again.
Don't worry, I'll email Zoom and tell them you got through, or plan to stop you getting on.
Yeah. Well, Arsenal fucked up big style, didn't they?
Yes, my neighbours across are actually Arsenal fans. Yeah. And when Arsenal scored, yeah, they were all jumping around. All you could hear was, yeah. So when it got disallowed by VAR, I opened the window and went, shut the window again.
Paris Saint-Germain scored in the 4th minute.
It's all right. The guy will get me back tomorrow because
Well, it's not good for them. I mean, to lose at home when
Yeah.
there's an away leg to play.
well, I don't know. Arsenal are all right playing away. It's only 1-0. You
Yeah,
only have to win 1-0 or 2-1, get into extra time and stuff.
yeah.
I mean, it's not ideal, but let's be honest. A couple of weeks ago, there was quite a few English teams in the cup. Still,
Yeah.
Now there's fucking one, and they had to leave it to Arsenal.
Well, United are still in one and Spurs are still in one.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
Don't even think United have to actually win theirs, don't they, to get into Europe next season?
Yeah, because they're too low down in the Premier to get in.
Yeah.
I think they're about 13th or something.
Yeah. But if anybody wants a serious lose weight diet, yeah, I'll send Laura over to cook for you.
Yeah. You come over and cook, right?
Yeah, she'll come over, cook your food, put you off for life.
You won't eat it.
Keep away from the microwave.
She
Yeah.
put me 2 pizzas and chips in earlier. Yeah. Clearly says on the box 22 minutes. I'm sat here thinking, it's taking a long time for my freaking food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went in there, checked the time. It said 7 minutes left. Opened the oven. It was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
So you had charcoal for tea.
Chicken charcoal.
Although I do have to send an email to Chicago Town.
Make the writing bigger.
No, it's not that. They, you know, how, Chicago Town mini pizzas, they're really tomatoey based.
Well, no, because I don't eat them.
Well, they normally have a lot of tomato base and cheese on top. They brought a new one out, and it says extra cheese. Right, so you would assume it's the same with a lot more cheese.
But it's not. More cheese and less tomato.
More cheese and no tomato. Literally, it's a pizza base covered in cheese. Who in the fucking hell thought of that idea? Right, and the worst bit is they charge you an extra £1.50 for that.
Okay, so it's a cheese garlic bread.
No, it's just a cheese bread. No garlic. Oh, I was fucking fuming when I bit into it earlier. I was like, what the fuck is my base? I'm buying them again.
Chicago Town Welsh rarebit.
Yeah. I mean, next time I might just take the cheese off, tip a tin of beans on, and put the cheese back on.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, Johnny.
the best thing to do is just leave the damn beans off the toast, and you'll be happy.
Johnny, what's up?
No, you got to have beans on toast.
Oh, Johnny.
We're talking about a pizza here that came with no tomato puree, just cheese on a piece of bread. At £4 bloody 35 for two.
Hello, Johnny. I hear you're going flying tomorrow with Joe.
Maybe.
Should
Up to
on.
him.
It's the Joe and Johnny show. Or Johnny and Joe show.
I'm going.
Or Johnny and Joe no show.
McCain's giant oven chips on a butty.
Oh, game chips. That's what I had. They were my chips. Yum, 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 yum. Although when they said giant, I didn't realise you only got one portion of chips in a 1.5 kilogram bag.
But they are big.
Yeah, no, they were. One of them won't fit on the fucking tray.
Yeah.
I had to snap it in half to get it in the oven. It's like, where'd you get that potato from? Well, where's the rest of it?
Yeah. Why is there only one chip out of that potato?
It always puzzles me. You always buy McCain chips and you always get one that's really long. What happened to the rest of that potato? Where you going, Joe? He said
Don't know
round
yet.
bend.
Don't know yet.
Yeah, Johnny, we need to advise you though. You'll need a face mask and stay 2 meters away from him. He's got
I'm good.
Jovid. He's got
I don't have
Jovid.
COVID.
No, not COVID. He's got Jovid. Watch it.
Jovid.
Now, Paul laughed like it's the first time he heard that, and you said that earlier, so he wasn't listening.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's pretty bad. It turns your hair really white.
Well, the thing of it is with the British accent, when he says COVID, I didn't hear the Jovid. So you haven't worn that hat in a while, have you?
So you weren't listening. Bingo! Bingo! Yeah, set that up for next time you didn't listen. My son almost took this from me.
What, your cat?
He had a cat. He liked it. I'm about to send this thing to this woman. I almost forgot to put the JPEGs in there.
I've discovered a problem with really fresh bread.
Too soft.
and chips.
What's that?
The bread bend.
Yeah. Well,
You pick up the chip butty and it opens and all chips fall out.
yeah. You know what I do?
What do you think?
I butter the bread, I put my chips on, and then I put shitloads of vinegar on, and then fold it. Makes the bread a little bit stickier.
Oh, I didn't fold it. I put the chips on one slice of bread and put another slice on top of it.
Yeah, no, but if you actually put the vinegar on, it makes the chips stick to the bread. Right, and here's the bad news. I have £200 donation heading my way, which means we're at £340.
That's a big donation.
It's coming in 2 donations. I think one's 150 and one's a 50. But they've been donated direct to the charity. Not thingy, so in cash. So the charity are gonna put it on the GoFundMe in a couple of days, I think.
In cash?
Yeah, one of the people that they've helped out in the past, seen my event, so the family have made a donation direct to them, and it was like, yeah. I did try to tell them, you don't have to put it on the GoFundMe page. You could just keep that money and we'll just deny it ever happened. And he was like, no, it's got to go on there. Bastards. Corey! Good evening. Why are you making duck noises?
That works.
Duck noises, that must be Johnny.
No, Real and Bluey are sat next to each other and they're grinding the beaks that sounds like a duck noise. And one would do it, and then the other does it, and then the other does it, and they go back and forth to each other.
Jovid. Yeah, Johnny, I've actually got 3 more shirts to bring you.
I won't be on tomorrow afternoon. We're going Cambridge. I'm going to meet Laura's nan.
Ah.
And wacky auntie.
Oh, my cousin Caroline lives in Guildford. Well, lived in Guildford.
It's London, isn't it? Southeast London.
Mm.
I think it's in Surrey, isn't it? Southeast London, Surrey.
Yeah, sorry.
Just on the border, yeah. It's a bit like West Ham and that. It's classed as northeast London, but it's actually part of Essex.
They were both, her and her husband were both international banking.
But you said that correct. Isn't it very quiet about Justin and TJ?
Beginning of it.
He'll have finished work by now. He should be on his way home.
That was about the nastiest cup of coffee I ever drank.
I shouldn't do it in the microwave.
No, my son got this. He went to TJ Maxx, maybe. They went someplace. They were looking for something, and in the store they had Keurig cups, and it said Morning Joe coffee. It was called Morning Joe, and he said every time he sees that, he means to buy me one. And he bought it and brought it to me. and I'm telling you, it's Northeast Yankee coffee. It's
Did
like
you say
drinking
TK
coffee.
Maxx?
Yeah,
Yeah, TK Maxx do clothes, do you?
yeah, but they
Yeah.
got all kind of other stuff.
Yeah, they do. If you go upstairs in our TK Maxx, they sell coffee.
Ed,
If you go upstairs in TK Maxx, it's Primark.
Weird.
TK are in the basement of Primark.
well, it's not bad coffee, but it's like McDonald's coffee. It's just not the same. It doesn't taste the same as a New Orleans blend.
Actually, McDonald's coffee is actually quite decent.
Well, you probably got a
Well,
different
it is
coffee
over
over there. The
Mm.
one over here tastes like they mix it in a pot and leave it there for 2 or 3 days and then put a little water in it.
They probably do. And over here, they serve Nescafe.
That's probably the thing.
Good evening, everybody.
Yeah. How's the celebrations going?
Good afternoon.
Good
In a
afternoon.
few minutes,
good
we'll say
evening,
good morning.
Good morning. What was that, Mr. Dave?
How's your celebrations going?
Ah, they're a bunch of crooks.
I just killed myself.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I
said that?
wrestled the air conditioner into the wall.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
An electric one. Oh man, is my back killing me. Ugh.
Right. Paul, Corey wants to know, did you get the crazy weather that they had? Because they had thunderstorms and tornado watches all afternoon.
No, we got high winds, but we never got the bad stuff.
So why you need to do air conditioning in the wall?
Well, it's the deck room. It's not hooked into the central air conditioning.
Mark,
Well, why isn't
Jimmy's,
it in there all the time?
Mark, Jimmy's
Well, in the
testing my
wintertime,
ability.
it's snowing and icing.
Well, still, but it doesn't mean it has to be turned on. It should be all right.
Yep. Mark, Jimmy's testing my abilities to read the chat. Mark, what's the good word, buddy?
In the wintertime down here in Louisiana, we don't take them out the windows. The ones that are in the windows.
Yeah,
What?
how much snow do you get down there?
Well, it doesn't matter what the snow. It matters about the cold.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's a pretty good word.
Mark, how you been doing?
Oh, shattered. Been a really tiring day.
Ed's been doing good. Yep.
Not actually done anything. It's just been a really tiring day.
Hey, 204.
That's Eddie's came into the chat ages ago.
You know, the sad part is when I got Boone
What?
here, Boone is such a small animal.
He's
Wait,
on the
And
Right,
every time you turn around,
204
he's
is
right
Ed.
behind you. And I
Yeah,
almost
we just
fell
got
off.
hi, everybody.
Yeah, well, he's on
Oh.
the panel.
Gotta
Yeah,
start
no.
paying attention.
Well, I'm proving a point that I do read the chat.
Read the chat.
Hey, Corey. What's up?
That's why I wrote that to see if
Yeah.
you would read it.
I am educating the people on the panel that we have to read the chat. We
Corey,
have to
most
educate
all
them.
that heavy weather went east of us. It came up through Ohio, Indiana, and went over towards you.
Yeah, Ontario is supposed to be getting really bad weather too. They were under some towns was under the tornado watch.
Sorry, I had a nice vindaloo last night.
You had a Vandaloo.
You know what a vindaloo is?
No,
Is that where you go?
Whoa. Right. Okay. Paul, you serious? You don't know what a vindaloo is?
no.
No, I don't know.
Do you know what a Vindaloo is?
I don't want to know what you and Laura did.
Ed, do you know what a vindaloo is?
Yes, sir. It's where you and somebody else go.
No.
That's what it sounded like.
No.
Ooh, ooh.
No. A vindaloo is a very powerful hot curry.
Oh,
Yeah.
A powerful what?
Hot
curry.
curry.
You mean potpourri?
No, curry. It's an Indian dish.
An Indian-
Right? Now, when you have a vindaloo, it's always advisable, especially if you've left the vindaloo a couple of days, yeah, to put a
Toilet
toilet
roll
roll
freezer.
in the freezer because your ass stings when you let it out.
Joe,
Well-
have you ever had a Vindaloo?
No, my
Clearly
wife
not.
wouldn't let me do that.
Do you not guys not have curries over there?
Not much,
No,
but they
no.
don't have a lot of Indian restaurants at all.
Now,
I think in the United States, if you did that to a woman, you go to jail.
That's it. I need
I
to win the
know
lot.
that-
I'm winning the lottery, and I'm going over to Michigan, and I'm opening the first Indian curry restaurant.
Now, Donald's got one somewhere near him.
Donald does.
He's never
Oh.
been.
I'm almost 100% certain Donald will have had a curry. He's more
Oh, yeah,
British than the British.
No, he hasn't. He's never
We
been
have
there.
that here. We have that here.
You've got to have had a curry.
We have
Paul,
curry.
you need to find a place that sells curries because
There isn't any.
no, you need to find. There will be somewhere.
There isn't any places in Southeast Michigan that does curry.
Bet you they do. You don't go out enough to look.
You'll have an Indian somewhere. Here, you can't turn around the corner without bumping into an Indian.
Yep. So so Justin's girlfriend that's in Europe right now, she's actually in the UK right now.
Right.
She's somewhere in London. But she asked Justin, when does Nick, my other son, the thing he's going on the boat, when is his little boat trip? She calls it the little boat trip.
Okay, Paul. Are you anywhere near Farmington Hills,
No,
Grand Rapids?
no, that's even further away.
Lon lives in Grand Rapids.
All right. Let me put what you're on. Go on.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 Indian restaurants in Port Huron.
No, there's not.
Yes,
The
Jamaican
French
Jerk, Pure Michigan Country Market, Caesar Southern Salad. These all sell curries.
And I'll bet you any money I can ask my mate, Colin, which is the best one to go to, and he'll tell me.
Yeah, and if you really want to, go over the bridge, and there's one on the other side of the bridge in Sarnia called Nat Spice and Ice.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll be sure and beat feet right over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not,
get one.
Paul, next time you're out and about, if you see one of these curry shops, just go in, get yourself curry, especially in the winter, right? They will warm you up.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You don't put if you have a Vindaloo, you don't have to put the heating on for a few days.
Hey, David, you've been on here with me all the time. Do you know how much spice I like on any kind of food?
Yeah. Okay.
Zero.
I'll tell you what, Paul. You have a Vindaloo, right? And the amount of times you go to the toilet, you'll be able to triple your Boston cream intake.
That's right. And also the fact you won't have to take Ducalac is probably better for him than Ducalac.
Yeah.
Ducalax
Oh, yeah.
works just fine.
Yeah, it put you in the hospital once.
Yeah. But you don't have to take Ducalax. Why don't you eat bananas?
The amount of chilies that they put in them things, you'd love it.
Yeah.
Not me.
No, Joe.
I'd probably love it.
You'd definitely love a Vindaloo, Joe. You've got to get one. Because you like your spicy food.
Have you gone out and looked at some Indian curry stuff, Joe?
Years ago, but I haven't eaten. We ate Indian food, and I can't remember what we had, but it was Indian food in Baton Rouge. It was like 20-something years ago. I just don't remember what we had, but I don't think we had a curry in there. I don't remember that.
It's
There
pretty
you
much
go.
all curry. So you must have had
Woodballer
deep curry.
said he loves a nice butter chicken, and they do a nice butter chicken curry if you ask Laura.
Yeah, we had I can't even remember what we had that night, but it was 'Cause we were up in Baton Rouge with some friends and we ordered it and I had to go pick it up from this place. And it took like 30 minutes to drive to it, 30 minutes to come back. And it was good, but it wasn't.
It wasn't that good,
But
was it?
No, it was, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't, I wouldn't have drove 30 minutes to go get it.
Here's Donald. Here he
Here
comes.
comes Donald.
The only way
Yeah,
to
he's
do
coming correct you people,
it,
probably.
get them to
No.
drive 30 minutes to bring it to you. It's much easier.
I say here comes Donald, isn't it? Yeah. I
No,
think he might have that Zoom book.
Isn't Vindaloo the guy that George Costanza used to call the guy, Mr. Vandaloo?
I don't know.
He used to say he worked for Vindaloo Industries.
It could be.
There's a song called Vindaloo.
Yeah, muted.
I was gonna say,
Nobody-
Joe, if you
Can't
had,
hear you, Donald. There you
if
go.
you ate in an Indian place, you had curry.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember.
They don't do
To
anything
be
else.
honest with you, probably have.
Well,
Right.
they do.
And
You can get
Donald, you're having a
Get
soup. Oh, there you go.
Is mine?
not really a curry. But
You were sat in the chair and you talked, and then your
And
voice came afterwards.
your lips weren't moving, but your face was there.
mm,
You're frozen now.
I
Don't
guess
forget, if you're
Now
having
he's
curry,
alright.
don't
Coming.
forget the onion barges and the naan
Some-
bread.
there's
Yeah, I was gonna say, Joe, if you ate at an Indian place, you had curry.
no, not
Yeah,
necessarily.
but we got
Most
it to
likely
go,
you
so
had
I
curry.
don't remember.
You can have chicken tikka. You can have
Yeah, they're all
There's-
kind of
There's
curry.
tikka,
Curry
there's
is a
tikka,
general
masala,
statement.
curry.
there's
as
Is
far
rogan
as a-
josh.
Curry is a general statement that
Yeah.
applies to any type of a sauced.
yeah, but the chicken tikka.
Those are types of curry.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, they are. I'm with Donald on this. A chicken tikka is definitely a curry.
No,
Uh-huh.
And
A buttered chicken.
Chicken it's
That
masala.
is a type. Curry is just curry is almost like chili. Is that it's just a spicy dish that's a sauced dish.
And tikka is not a curry. Tikka masala is a curry because it's in masala sauce. Tikka is the marinade that they use when they put the meat on the char grill. So
actually,
tikka, lamb
tikka,
tikka, chicken
tikka is
tandoori.
vegetarian.
It's not. It's put on meat.
See, now here's why it's like chili.
No.
Is
Just
that
because it's
it
put on
doesn't
meat,
matter
it doesn't
who's
mean
talking
it's
about.
not
Everybody has
vegetarian.
their own version of what is curry.
Yeah. And all
Every
curries
family
must
has
be
their own
made
different version of
vegetarian.
curry.
There are lots of different curries, but they do some stuff that is not actually curry.
There are
And
certain
this-
dishes.
This is a true statement.
Like
All
abs-
curries should be made vegetarian and left to simmer for at least 2 hours. And the longer you leave it, the better it gets. And then you add your meat
yeah,
when you.
meat to it.
Tandoori.
Yeah.
I think tandoori is a good one.
Yeah, tandoori is good.
Tandoori is
Yeah.
bright red paste that they put on meat and put it in an oven.
But you can get a tandoori vegetarian curry. You can get a chicken, not chicken. You can get a tikka cooked veggie.
I was gonna
curry.
say I haven't had Indian for a while. We had a place here that I really liked, but they went out of business, and there's another
Hey,
place
mad props.
opened up across town. I went there. I didn't like it very much. It was like they didn't really even care about the fact that they had customers sitting in the dining room.
Uh-huh.
So I don't even know if they're open anymore.
Mm.
There's a place out by the highway that intrigues me between here and it's just on the other side of Carthage, but you hit the highway and head east, and it's an old truck stop that has been turned into Indian place that intrigues me. It's been there for a while, and I assume that they have stayed
Jim,
open
they are-
because truck drivers stop there, and if truck drivers are stopping there, it's good.
Yeah,
And Jim, yes, it is a spicy dish.
they're very inventive, these Indians. We've got pubs that have closed that have been turned into Indian restaurants. We've got churches that have been shut down that have turned into Indian restaurants. Any,
Oh, yeah,
any,
you guys have-
any big building that
Yeah.
closes, Indians will move in.
I'm guessing that Indian restaurants to you guys are like Mexican restaurants are here. If a restaurant shuts down, or if anything sits empty for too long, it gets turned into an authentic Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, we have got so many Indians restaurants and takeaways here.
But yeah,
Good
The
Chi-
the
you get good
closest one we
Chinese
got
curry
is in
as well.
Hammond.
Mm.
But a
but
Chinese
yeah, Paul,
curry is
there's quite a few Indian dishes that I think you would enjoy.
Nah,
A buttered chicken
I'm
would
too
be
old for that stuff, John.
no, a buttered chicken would be good because it's not really
Not
spicy.
totally spicy.
It's just
you
a
trying to do?
nice, pleasant.
That's my
Butter
favorite
chicken.
one.
Or even a korma.
What is
Well,
that,
I'm-
Joe?
That's buttered chicken.
Buttered
Uh-huh.
chicken. Looks like it's cheese chicken.
I want some bread to dip in there, some naan. There's your naan right there.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
your naan, there's your breads.
And it's like Joe showed that picture, and I just want to dip. Oh, that looks so good.
Man, you sometimes naan breads are just too thick and doughy. You're better off with the roti,
Right.
which is
Um,
a thinner version of it.
okay, if you're getting a naan bread that is too thick and doughy, you're not cooking it right. First thing first is you sprinkle a light dusting of water on it, and then you put it in the oven for about 10 minutes, and it'll come out crispy.
You're
You
not
have to
cooking your
put
naan on a
water.
griddle?
Oh no, you don't cook.
No,
You don't cook naans on a griddle.
no,
you
you put them
cook-
in the
you-
oven.
You cook chapatis on a griddle.
The fuck
You-
is a chapati?
You cook roti. You cook rotis and naan breads in a tandoori oven.
What the? Who the fucking hell's named Justin that?
Now, I got a
Justin
question.
Sticklewickle.
Oh,
Now,
shit.
is buttered chicken a curry?
Yes.
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 Okay,
Because-
and then they got goat curry here.
Oh,
Goat,
it's good stuff. Joe.
goat curry's Caribbean.
And
Sounds like
I
all
don't
for
get
a
why
bowl.
you guys say you don't
Curry,
cook naan on a
Lamb
griddle.
curry.
There
Chicken
you
Like on a
go.
flat,
Jim?
like on a flat griddle.
Tikka curry.
So, Jim's had a curry, and he Warren, Michigan.
What's up,
So,
Randy?
So you guys are saying you're cooking your naan in the oven and not on the hot surface where you get it brown, you get it to.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wrong.
No, a
No.
naan
No,
bread
no.
would be cooked in a tandoori oven.
And a
Oh.
tandoori oven
Right.
is what?
It's like a big round bowl.
Like a pizza oven almost?
No,
Yeah.
it is, but it's vertical rather than horizontal.
But
Okay,
anyway,
so-
if you're
So
cooking
you actually-
naan, if you're
you put it
cooking
on the
naan
hook
bread at
and
home,
put it down inside it.
right? If you're putting naan bread at home, the best thing to do is you put your baking tray on top of your cooker stove until it gets really hot, and then make sure you water the bread on the top, put it on the tray in the oven, 10 minutes, done.
Can I get a
Gotta-
translation?
You've got
What's
to get that
naan?
heat.
10 minutes?
Naan.
You're cooking
Naan bread.
naan for 10 minutes?
Yes.
No, you throw it on a griddle. No, you take your dough, you throw it on the griddle, and you should be maybe 3 minutes tops.
Okay.
You
Uh,
slide
well,
until
I-
it fluffs, flip it. You're
Whoa,
Hold
whoa,
on.
whoa.
Well, that's
We
not.
don't. We're
that's
not
not-
making the naan bread. We buy it. They
Oh,
sell
I'm
it
trying to
everywhere.
figure out what
Oh,
naan
okay, I'm
bread is.
talking
I'm
about-
looking
I'm
at the
talking about
Indian
actually-
street food,
I'm
third
talking
world
about
food.
actually cooking it.
Oh no, we buy it.
Yeah,
You buy
Justin,
it- okay,
translate it.
You're talking about reheating. You're talking about reheating is what you're doing.
A naan
Yeah.
bread is like a thick tortilla.
Yes.
The
Like a
question
flatbread,
is
yeah.
how many Indian feet stepped on it before it
And
got
can
to the
we
oven?
just correct the
I've
pronunciation?
seen their
It's
street
a
food. It's
naan bread,
disgusting.
That's
not
it
a
right
naan
here.
bread.
Looks like a fucking tortilla.
Yeah, that's a tortilla.
No, it's not.
Mhm.
It's not a tortilla. Nothing
It-
like a
It-
tortilla.
it-
A
it
lot-
is
It's
a
just
little
how
bit-
it looks.
It
lots-
is just a little bit thicker
lots
than
of-
what you would think of as a tortilla and chewy.
taste.
Yeah, it's a soft bread.
So it's a tortilla.
Yeah,
it's,
that's,
it's soft, thick bread.
It's and I think it's got a little more tooth. It's a little chewier than what you would
That-
consider as a tortilla.
I mean,
That looks like
oh.
something that's in those packs that say "Gift from America."
It's
They
brushed.
drop them out of planes.
You brush, you brush ghee on the top of it as well.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Sticklewickle, right? You're late to the conversation. We've already worked out that Americans don't even know what the bloody hell a curry is. And when Donald looks shocked there, he's got to remember he's more British than anyone.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Here you go. It's got goat curry here. It's got butter
and,
chicken.
and Jim's obviously had a curry, and it's 50 miles away. Warren's, Michigan, is 50 miles away from.
Don't
Jim
listen to
Paul.
Jim. He's just trying to fit in.
Yeah. Now we get some of this
Actually-
stuff for Paul here. Paul won't
Yeah.
need Duke Elapsed ever.
Well, actually,
Making me
When
miss
I
the Indian
Googled-
grill.
yeah, when I actually Googled Indian restaurants in Michigan, Warren's did show up.
Well, you don't even have to feed him that. Just go give him some Taco Bell. Blowing ass all
Yeah.
Go get him a gordito.
night.
You know, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have this place is like about
Justin, I would
like
say
10 miles away,
that
20 miles away.
naan is
Oh,
closer
God,
to the
what the
bread
hell's
that a
happening to
gordita
Paul
is
Street?
on.
Oh, okay.
Right,
So
guys?
you know, like a tortilla is really flat, and a gordita is at Taco Bell is a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
I need to
it's-
warn you
that
guys.
is closer
Paul's
to what
having an
naan
issue with his screen.
Would be,
We need to leave. Quick.
It's actually.
but it's
good
all the same
texture.
thing.
Yeah, roti is more like a tortilla.
I
Well,
want those fucking.
Still cooked in an oven.
I want the flaky taco shells that Taco Bell has. The
If you're cooking from the raw dough, if you're cooking, you're
What's those-
throwing on a griddle.
No, you do a chapati.
I will look up. We're
Chalupas.
gonna look it up. We're
I
gonna-
want
on there.
chalupa.
Do a chapati on a griddle. You do a naan and a roti in a tandoori oven.
Well, hold on. What kind of
I've lit the torch paper here. I'm going to sit back now and just watch it go.
is there different types of naan bread from different regions that are made a little different?
No,
No,
right? I'm sorry, but the next one of you to call it a nan bread, I'm going to go around and slap your nan.
it's got
Right?
two,
It's a naan bread.
there are
Naan.
two A's.
Well,
It's-
it's non-existent here.
No,
It's
it's
non-existent.
It's N. N.
Why don't we just call it a Mimar bread?
Yeah.
You know, if I'm looking up recipes for naan bread, every damn one of them says throw it on a griddle or a hot pan.
You're in America. They get it wrong.
No,
Sorry.
these are.
Right.
Google is not American; it is worldwide.
Right. Anyway, and I will
They're
point
not
something
Indians.
out to you. Right. When you're in India, when they're making the proper naan bread and the proper curries, they ain't making it like we make it in a pan. Yeah, they're making it in a fucking giant wok, right? They're flicking that shit around like God knows what, right? They've got griddles and all sorts because they've got the weather for it. If we had a griddle over here outside, it's getting fucking snowed under.
Okay, wife's home. I gotta go.
Okay. Have fun.
Well, so we've got to take the trash out.
Yeah.
He's running around now, gathering it all up.
You guys are making his blood boil.
Tony,
Maybe.
Donald thinks he's right. He will argue you to the fucking ground.
will.
He is correct. In India, they do use griddles more than we would over here in the UK. Yeah, because one, they're cooking outside more. They've got the space more. Yeah. We don't have space like that in our kitchen. The fucking wash machine and the dishwasher's in the way.
Yeah, but my thing is you would think that that type of dish, just like curry,
A
has kind of
panini.
evolved a little bit in each country in its own little way of maybe the way they prepare it or what they put in it.
I'm not sure a panini is Indian. It's more Italian.
What?
A panini.
Panini's Italian. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thought
it's
it was.
Italian. It's like stromboli. Stromboli paninis. Paninis are good.
Panini's like a calzone, only made with a different bread.
Which is similar to a
A folded
Uh,
pizza.
Yeah, calzones
Yeah.
are really good. I love calzones.
And the proper panini should be a foot long.
Oh, that's how long
you-
my panini is.
Yeah,
That's what she said last night.
yeah. None of this American Subway foot long 11-inch fucking bread.
Oh,
Robbing
you're
bastards.
gonna complain because 1 inch?
Yeah.
Hey, she complains when I mismeasured at by 1 inch. Right? I can.
My wife never complained. You
One
didn't know how
inch,
to do it right.
1 inch makes a lot of difference.
She might not complain because you might not have felt it. She didn't know you were doing it.
Oh,
We're going down that road.
I could always 3D print 1 inch.
Hey, missing by 1 inch puts you in the wrong hole.
Yeah. it's
just
good
What's
so
up,
fun.
Randy?
quiet up.
But yeah, paninis are sold quite often over here with chips. Or what you guys call fries.
French fries.
Now I've got a panini griddle.
No, French fries are thin
Yeah.
sticks that McDonald's sell, right? Fries are a little bit chunkier, and then you've got over here you've got the chips, which are a bit chunkier,
Proper.
and then you've got home chips, which get chunkier, and then you get McCain home chips, which is like one giant fucking potato with.
No, we
With a
call
red
those
stick
wedges. We
Yeah,
call
that's
those
what we-
wedges.
No.
That's what we call 'em.
They
We
call
have wedges.
steak
No, we
fry.
have wedges as well, but our wedges are seasoned.
Yeah, so are ours.
Yeah, they're not chips. They're wedges.
You call
Yeah,
them.
our
There's a
wedges they always come seasoned.
Yeah, but
They'll have a seasoning on them and they're really good too.
you can get plain wedges over here.
Uh-huh.
Because a wedges
Yeah,
are
baby.
actually small potatoes that are
girl.
cut into
You missed me?
eight. I think they're cut into quarters, and then
Came here last week to see
the
you.
quarters are cut into half.
Because if you got a little bit of leftover wedges, throw them in with your breakfast food. Dip
Well,
your.
what do you mean? What do you mean if you've got any leftover wedges?
Yeah, if you got like a little handful, like sometimes I'll save like even some tater tots. If I have some leftover tater tots, I'll save them, and then I'll throw them in my breakfast burritos in the morning.
Wait, you're talking about airdropping food on countries, right? If we have wedges left over at the end of the night, they go in the bin. We don't save them for the next day. The only food that's ever saved for the next day is pizza.
Now you guys are like a mini America. You guys waste as much as we do.
No, I'm going to be honest. There's never any wedges left over here. It's a bit like that 24-inch pizza again. There's nothing left after half hour.
No, I'm saying, but wedges are like a good substitute. Like if you don't have any like roasted potatoes for your breakfast, just throw them in there.
Roasted potatoes.
Yeah.
Not
You mean a hash? You mean a hash brownie?
No, roasted potatoes are little potato chunks.
You don't
that
have
roast
roasted
up.
potatoes for breakfast. That's a Sunday lunch.
You can have those for dinner or lunch or breakfast.
You do.
They go with either one.
So, can I ask you a question? On your Sunday lunch, do you have like beef, gammon, Yorkshire puddings, the veg, and then cornflakes?
I don't eat lunch typically, so we don't
Well,
really
you-
buy a lot of lunch foods because we generally
don't-
don't eat lunch.
Do you
I
not?
think
You not
it's-
have a Sunday lunch together?
No,
Jeez.
this ain't 1940 anymore. People don't eat at a table.
Whoa.
No,
A
we don't.
Sunday lunch is the main meal of the week.
And we have it at tea time.
Holy fuck! You have tea time?
Lunch is a English fry up for English breakfast for lunch on a Sunday.
Oh, I just point out, Mark is from the north of England. And up in the north of England, tea time is what you guys call dinner.
We have breakfast, dinner, and tea, not breakfast,
Exactly.
lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, now pack it in, change it in the English language.
Well, it depends on where you're at too in the US. Like if you're in the South, they call it supper.
Oh no, we have supper as well.
Yeah, supper's
That's
at
an, that's an extra meal.
o'clock at night.
Yeah.
But depending where-
Supper comes an hour before the midnight fridge raid.
Oh, I'm having supper right now.
It's a bit early.
What are you having for supper, Ed?
I don't know. Some goulash.
As long as it's good, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
So your breakfast should be your main
Oh.
meal of the day. That
I
should
had
be
some
like your
pizza.
cereals or your
Ah.
fry-up. Right?
stop.
The bigger the better. Because it
I had
sets
some
you going for the
pizza.
day. And then you have your 11s, which is your mid-morning break, which is normally a cup of tea and a crumpet or cake. Then you have your lunch or dinner, depending on where you're from. And then you have your afternoon little mini break, which is normally a cigarette and a cup of tea and a crumpet or cake, packet of crisps. And then
Gone.
you go home and you have your dinner or tea, which depends on where you come from.
It's too much fucking food.
Man, if I
No,
was eating
no.
like that, I would be 500 pounds by now.
Right.
Jeez.
And then about 11 o'clock, you have a light snack as your supper. And then you have your midnight fridge raid before you go to bed.
Holy shit.
Like I had some breakfast burritos from Wawa this morning at like 4:30 this morning, and I didn't eat nothing until I got home. I had some pizza.
And I just want to say there's no obese epidemic over here in the UK.
Oh, whatever.
Sure there is. I follow a guy from UK. Fuck, what's his name?
Obesity is a problem in a lot of Western countries now.
What's his
Yep.
name? Oh,
Obesity is not a problem over here. We're all obese. Not a problem.
Yeah, we
No, I was
isn't-
wrong.
hey, David, isn't that where the saying is rolling down the street?
Yeah. You fall over, you drop and roll.
Yeah, drop and
I
roll.
was I was watching a little video
Hey, Jody.
the other day about this island, Australia, and I guess it's considered the most obese country in the world.
Yes, Jim, you are correct. In the
it was
UK,
bad.
a hangover breakfast is the best breakfast you can have.
Hello, Jody. No, the best breakfast you could ever have is Boston creams.
Did you know, technically, you're probably right, Paul, because it's got a lot of sugar in it and stuff, it sets you for the day.
Yep.
There are people over here that have their main meal, because Laura's niece is one of them. She'll have pasta or something for breakfast, but
actually,
then she only has small meals during the day.
it's
And she
quite
is
common in Europe for them to have donuts and coffee for breakfast, and they dunk the donuts in their coffee.
Oh, that's pretty common over here.
Wait up, you dunk your donuts in your coffee and your tea, but you won't dump a biscuit in there. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you people?
I know something wrong with you.
Well,
guys.
our version of biscuits are way different. So,
Yeah, well, all right.
Your cookies.
You can dunk.
well, people dip cookies in coffee. People dip all kinds of shit in coffee.
Do you guys dip your fresh bread, like your buns, in your coffee?
No.
My father-in-law, he puts
Ed, what you
Cheerios
doing?
in his coffee. People put all
Cheer-
kinds of shit.
God.
Yeah, he puts Honey Nut Cheerios in there.
In other words, like you take a fresh bun or something, you put it in coffee.
Yeah, like we get fresh buns every 2 days from the bakery.
That's what you call an addiction, my friend.
No, no,
Right.
no. Listen,
No.
listen, listen,
Jim.
listen, Paul.
Right.
We put butter, open it up, put butter, get a cup of fresh coffee. You take a zip, you dip your bread, and you take a zip.
It's
Dip
a
it.
European thing.
Oh,
I think Jim might be behind in the chat again.
In fact, I think
Sure.
mostly the
Just
French,
slightly.
with Portuguese, and maybe the Austrian.
And Justin,
that
shut
do-
up.
and don't
And,
forget the cheese.
Okay. Paul,
Yeah.
Justin, Joe.
Yep.
Ed is just giving you the full reason why Canada can't become your 51st state, because that is criminal.
Because
but-
what?
That is criminal.
What's
No,
Dunking a tea cake into your coffee is criminal.
Oi,
Into
You okay,
soup,
Mark?
I can understand.
where the hell do you think you're from, tea cake?
tea
What do you mean
cakes?
where
Yeah.
I'm from? We sell tea cakes. up
Muffin.
north.
Muffins.
Muffin.
Yeah.
All right,
said
everybody shut
muffins,
up.
tea
This is
cakes,
between the Brits
bats.
now.
A tea cake priced, you know that.
I put 20 bucks on Mark.
Jim.
Mark will
That's all
straighten them
your
out.
fault.
The only thing I
Right.
dip donuts in is the only thing I put donuts in is nice cold fresh glass of milk.
Nope. Donut goes straight in the mouth.
No, dude, take just a regular plain glazed donut and
Look,
dip it in
guys,
milk. It is one of
guys.
the tastiest things ever.
We actually educated Homer Simpson to educate you, right? You eat a donut, and Paul should know this. You open the mouth wide, put your finger on the end of it, and push it right in. And you don't chew, you just swallow. Gone. Done. Okay, you start walking around going, don't.
No, I like a plain just a plain donut with glaze on it, and then you dip it. You let it soak in the milk for a minute.
David, I'm going to
Really
the
good.
bakery tomorrow and I'll show you tomorrow morning.
And you're talking about a
I'm
ring.
not on tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to Cambridge.
Oh,
We're going to the posh land.
Hmm?
They're all going to be in for a shock. There's going to be a northerner in Cambridge.
I've been to Cambridge. I played golf at St. Neots.
I'll try
Yeah,
that,
but-
Jim. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Nutella, but I like it. I mean, I like it.
oh,
Don't eat
Nutella
it
is
very-
really good.
I
Get the
just don't
mix.
eat it very often.
Oh, it one goddamn moment. You guys don't get Nutella donuts. I actually
Probably.
made Nutella donuts.
Yeah, we have.
I think they have them. I don't know. I'm not a big sweets person. Like, I don't eat donuts all the time. Like, I have to be in the mood to eat a donut. I don't really like sweets.
We've got donut places that will put anything in donut for you. Yeah, you can go in there and ask them for peanut butter.
To tell you.
Like, if you gave me a bag of, like, say, a bag of chocolates, dude, it would take me weeks to eat it. Like, I don't eat a lot of sweets. I have to be in the mood to eat one. It'll take me 3 days just to eat a regular candy bar. I'll take a bite out of it and just wrap it up and won't touch it for a day or two.
Guys, I think Justin has just announced that he's not an American. He's an imposter.
Justin has announced he's not American. What?
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I've never heard an American say that they can't eat a candy bar in one sitting.
Like the
Right.
last 3 or 4 birthdays I had, I never even ate a piece of my own cake.
Justin, can you change your name, please?
Yeah, put that E back on the end of it.
Justine?
Yeah, Justine Sticklewickle. I'm guessing that's what it's meant to say. Wickle.
Actually,
Wickle?
graham
Yeah.
crackers and milk are really good if you ever had those.
No,
Oh, wait, graham
Oh,
crackers.
You-
digestive biscuits.
Yeah,
You know-
a graham
you know what-
cracker is just a digestive.
No,
Oh,
when
yeah.
I had the digestive that you sent me, it didn't taste nothing like a graham cracker.
You know what kind of cookies you guys should get and try with coffee or milk? It's
Chocolate
Maria's, not Maria's.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Hey,
Hello,
Oh.
everybody.
Oh, bro,
Hey,
Maria's,
Dominic.
Good morning. Good morning,
Maria's
Dominic.
with coffee or milk or chocolate milk with it. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
It's to
Joe,
die
if you've
for.
never tried that, take some graham crackers and just dip it in some cold milk. It's actually really good.
Yeah,
Mm.
we get plain donuts over here as well if you want. The only problem is, I don't know why. If you go to the seaside, plain donuts are fucking expensive.
I don't like plain donuts, so there's just like no flavor to them.
But you got to be
Mm.
dunked in sugar.
Well, then
Yep.
it's not plain no more. You can buy a sugar covered donut.
Well, yeah, I mean, they do the deep fried ones and then put them in sugar before they give them you.
Yeah,
Get them in
Good
sugar,
morning.
yeah.
yeah. If
Good
you
morning,
go to
Dominic.
you go to any seaside in the UK and ask for a bag of donuts, you get 5 donuts for a £5. Yeah, and they're freshly made there in front of you and dunked in as much sugar as you want.
Mm.
We have
Right. You can actually go back and re-dunk it in the sugar if you want.
Yep.
Almost every donut place over here makes their donuts fresh. Like even the ones Walmart gets every day comes straight from. Now, granted, it is in an industrial sized bakery, but
Oh,
they
yeah,
do get
I-
fresh deliveries every day of donuts.
Yeah, our Tesco's is the same. The donuts are
Mm.
freshly made every day.
But you don't
You
get
know.
them like right when they come out. Like if you go to like Dunkin' or Krispy Kreme, you can get them right out of the fryer, still warm.
Yeah,
Those are good.
You can over here.
we've actually got a food trailer in the centre of Manchester that does fresh donuts like that.
Yep.
Yeah, we have those that drug
The fresh,
Fresh
the
jam
fresher, the
donuts
warm,
over here.
yeah, the
They're
fresher,
called mini
warmer, the
donuts.
better.
Yeah, my uncle, when he owned his chain of bakeries in Ventura in California, he would never serve a day old donut
Yeah.
or a loaf of bread. They had to be fresh every day. But he
Yeah.
didn't keep shit. Like he was so famous in that area for his shit, it would just fly off the
Most
shelves
bakers
every
are like
morning.
that over here. The supermarkets are not, but the fresh bread that they cook in the supermarkets has to be fresh the same day.
Like we used
Yep.
to go to the flea market every weekend during the summer when I'd go down there to visit. And he would
Right.
drop me and two of my cousins
No
off,
walking right now. Eat the food in your
and
dish.
we'd probably
Gotta wait.
have like 600 or 700
Not
loaves
eating
of
now.
bread in
Wait
that
a little
van,
while.
and it was one for $3, or you could get 2 loaves for $5.
One thing
Yeah.
that
And you
you'll
get
only
half
ever
price at the end of the day.
okay. This is one thing you'll only ever do.
We wouldn't be
once.
there but an hour or two, Dominic. That's how fast they sold out.
Yeah. It's anything
One
like
thing-
some of the ones we have here.
Right. One thing you only ever do once. Get a fresh jam donut and put it in the microwave for 30 seconds or a minute. Right.
Mm.
You only ever do it once because once you bite into it, that fucking jam.
Yeah, it's hotter than the sun.
Like
Oh
he
yeah,
McDonald's apple pie.
but he
Yep.
had probably 10 different types of loaves of bread you could buy, like pumpernickel, jalapeno bread. But like I
Mm.
said, dude, he could sell 1,000 loaves of bread at the flea market in the matter of just an hour or two. That's how
Donald,
many people would line
Funny
up
you
to get
should
his bread.
say that. Our football club, Preston North End, have just recently updated their menu and they've started selling donut burgers and what's the other thing? Waffle chicken burgers. Yeah, so
Mm.
instead of a bun, it's a waffle.
Oh,
Right?
they've been
And
doing that over here
everybody's-
for years.
Everybody's going crazy for them,
Yeah, waffle chicken.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you can buy the chicken burger on its own, right, for £2.50, and you can buy the waffle on its own, yeah, for £2, £5.50. So why the fucking hell are people paying £9 for a waffle fucking chicken burger?
Well, if you went to
Just buy
like
them separately and just swap them over.
yeah,
Wait.
but if you went to like the world famous place over here called Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles,
Yep.
it's all made fresh there. Like the waffles are not frozen, like they're big fresh waffles, with their own recipe.
I can assure you that Preston North End are not making them fresh because they have to serve, 4,000 fans in a 15-minute window.
Mm.
Oh,
yeah.
probably not.
David,
Definitely not fresh.
David, since when has £2.50 and £2 been £5.50?
All right, £4.50. Shut up. When it's my maths. There's your answer.
Yeah, but people pay those prices because it's a convenience factor. They're
Convenience.
literally out. They're not going to go home and make a waffle sandwich and then come back to the game.
No,
Mm.
what I'm saying is, you at the same time, at the same kiosk, you can buy the chicken burger with all the same ingredients on a bun for £2.50, and then you can
No.
buy the waffle
No.
on its own.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
For
saying buy
£2.
it separate and then build it
Yeah,
yourself?
just buy it and just swap
Yeah.
the waffle for the burger, for the bun.
Because like there's one place over here that have been mentioned in a lot of movies and has been super famous, and it's called Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and I believe they're out of LA.
I've actually heard of
Yeah.
them.
And if you leave it
Yeah,
partway through, you ain't going to get back in again.
Look, you
Yeah.
guys start talking about sweets. Look, I had to go get a tart.
yeah, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles
That's
is
not a tart.
super
I'm not
Oh.
seeing no lipstick on it.
world known.
No, that's not
That's-
a tart.
That's a Portuguese tart.
Mm.
No, there's no lipstick on it. That's not a tart.
And they are delicious.
Yes, they are.
What, a tart with lipstick?
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
you
we get
guys
them over
actually-
here.
I'm sure you
I-
do.
I
I
love
don't think
these.
you guys. Right, I'm
These
sure
are
you
the
guys
best.
are not getting what I'm on about when I say a
Yeah, I
tart
know
with
it. Yeah, I
lipstick.
know what you're on about.
And by the way, is that a custard tart?
Yes, it is, sir. It's a Portuguese custom tart.
Right, we call them egg custards over here.
You know, I see the little like indent, like hole in it, and all I can think of is American Pie. He sticks his fingers in the pie,
Whoa, come on, bro.
Yes, I have,
Like-
Jim.
just like warm American Pie.
And
Oh,
guys,
man.
just be
I don't
aware.
even want to eat it now, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Ed actually wants to eat that. Let's not put him off it
Yeah.
because he's too far away for me to pick it up and eat it.
Hey.
Watch, he's gonna show a
I
picture.
love-
Watch.
I love egg custards.
Oh, what movie was that with Ryan Reynolds when he was at college? And they were doing the dog and the eclairs. The guy eats it and he goes, "Oh, I think I've had this before. Tastes so familiar." Oh,
You're probably right there, Jim.
that's because I said that to him earlier. I actually asked the kid the other day. I said, "You ever seen American Pie?" He said, "What's that?" I said, "Oh my God." It's like, I can't believe how old that movie is now. It was like back in '99, the first
Is
one.
it that? Was it 99? I thought it was early.
Yeah, and the
99.
last one was like 2011 or some shit.
No, I'm sure American Pie was. Hey Google, what year was American Pie brought out?
98.
What?
Which one? There's like three, no?
What the fuck's my Google doing? I asked him what year was American Pie brought out, and it said you told me my favourite food is butter pie. No, that's my favourite food. Hey Google, what year was the film American Pie released?
In the United Kingdom, the American was released on the 26th of November 2010.
That's
The
not the
American.
right. That's not the right American Pie. That was one of the later ones.
I'm sorry, but Americans Google
The
and it's fucking
original
shit.
American Pie.
We'll just come and get you. Because it's
Sorry, guys, the wife was talking.
Stop pushing things.
Okay.
Yeah, 1999.
Oh, I was a year off. Said 98.
But the original song was 1972.
Yeah, I remember that.
Probably hold it.
All 8 minutes and 46 seconds of it. The whole song is 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
That was a long song.
Yeah.
Out of all the CDs I've had, I had that one in the back, and that's the only one missing. The kids played it and lost it.
How many artists
Yep.
though have released American Pie now?
Oh, I know Madonna butchered it.
Oh yeah, she butchered it. I remember talking to my niece a couple of years back, and she said, "Oh, isn't Madonna's music great?" I went, "I was listening to Madonna in the early '80s." She went, "Madonna's not that old. Look, she looks young." Back off, that's plastic surgery. She's been 3D fucking printed several times over. She's that much plastic, they call her bamboo.
Mm.
Here you go, Dominic. My baby girl's baby girl.
Yay. Well done.
Yeah, she was over there the other day and she wasn't listening to anybody. So I said, come over here. I said, let's take a picture. As soon as I got the camera up there, the phone up, she smiled.
I'm out. I'll catch y'all later.
Yeah, catch you later.
Okay.
And Joe,
Okay,
you
guys.
not smiled yourself?
2 years old.
Yeah, but why didn't you smile?
I don't know why.
You're gonna have to recreate that photo now. Where you're
Nah,
both
I'm
smiling.
good. I'm good.
Dominic, we're at 340. We're at 340.
Oh, okay.
That's 160 short of the 500.
Yep. We're getting there.
Yeah, I'm thinking of taking it down for a few days. Although I did get an apology from GoFundMe for Brenda, because it actually said they've seen Brenda trying to make the transactions. They've actually got it. And they said, yes, it's definitely hanging. And it's an issue between GoFundMe and YouTube, which they've both got to sort out. And I'm like, well, let me
Okay.
know when it's done. You know, after calling me a liar and all sorts of shit, the little bastards.
Yep.
You know what film I want to watch now? I don't know why it's just come to my head. I've got to watch thingy, Blazing Saddles.
Oh, yep.
There was a peaceful town called Rock Ridge.
They don't make movies like that these days.
They are never going to make a movie like that ever again.
Which is a shame.
It is a shame. Could you imagine if they made that movie today?
Yeah.
The whole world would be in fucking meltdown. There'd be wars kicking off everywhere. People on the streets rioting.
Some of the shows like Sanford and Son, they couldn't put that on anymore.
Hmm.
All in the Family, can't put that on anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what annoys me over here. They still put the old classics on, yeah, but always put a disclaimer at the front of it. This was recorded many years ago when the language was different. Some people may be offended. If you're easily offended, please do not watch this program. I'm offended that you had to put that bloody warning on there. Piss off.
Yeah, it offend my I'm offended by your offense.
Yeah.
Well, like the show Sanford and
Hey,
Son,
Brenda.
that was pure comedy,
Like,
and everything
I
he
think-
said was you had to take in context, and he made it to where it was funny. That's what he did.
Okay.
And
Jim.
everybody's having a fit about what things he said in the show, but listen to the rap songs today and the crap that's in that.
Jim,
worse.
just
Oh,
before
by
you
Jim.
go, right? I just want to point
Jim.
out that proves, you know, how much they read the chat, because Dominic actually thought Brenda was leaving. Even
Yeah,
I
I
was just
thought-
about to say goodbye,
I said
Jim.
bye, Brenda.
Goodbye, Jim. Have a good evening.
Goodbye, Jib. Have a good evening.
It's all right. Me and Jim have been back and forth in between the chat and the panel with passing messages on.
Hey Dominic, do they have a little drone that's made like a fly? Yet it looks like a fly.
As far
Actually,
as I
yes, they
know.
do.
I seem to recall something that had wings
I do.
up like that.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
one of those.
probably.
We need to fly it over by Paul, so when he's sitting there looking the other way with his mouth open, we can fly it in there.
Yeah. There's definitely a wasp that you can get that flies, but it's actually bigger
Yeah.
than a wasp.
Not a boner.
Not giving YouTube a cent.
Yeah.
I won't
Yeah,
give
you
YouTube
did
a cent
say-
either.
I I think you meant PayPal, not YouTube earlier.
Oh, did I say YouTube?
Yep.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, it's PayPal, not YouTube. Don't give YouTube anything. Screw YouTube. We may be on YouTube, but no.
Yep.
Because I declined their offer for 3 months free YouTube Premium, if I buy a 1-year subscription, yeah. Now every video I load up on YouTube loads up in 120 something.
Yeah.
So fucking blurred. It's like you're taking the piss. I have to keep going into settings and changing it. I know what they're doing.
That Booney's so fast. He was over drinking water, and I tried to get to the back door and close it before he was at the door. I was like, oh my God.
He's having none of.
Let him do his thing.
He's like a little bullet.
Yeah.
And he's good.
He's like that. Hold it. No, you ain't closing this door.
Yeah, he listens like your dogs do, Joe.
My dogs listen.
Yeah, uh-huh. That's why you're yelling at him all the time.
I'm not yelling at him.
Anybody here on the channel heard
I'm
Joe
stern
yelling
with
at
him.
his dogs? Raise your hand.
I'm stern with them. I don't yell at them.
Paul, you can't see me raising my hands, but I've got all 20 hands in the air.
You got both hands in the air, yeah.
No, all 20 of them. Even my cockatiels have put their paws up in the air.
I'm gonna have to go out tomorrow and mow the lawn, I think.
Get one of your neighbors to do it, Paul.
Yeah.
They're more likely to ask Paul to do theirs while they're at it.
The last time I ever had anybody offer to do anything was 20 years ago. When I was growing up, we were always around the neighborhood. Hey, you want me to mow your lawn? I'll mow your lawn. I do your lawn. Yeah. No, because mom and dad are giving them all the money they need.
You can't afford to do that anyway, so you got to do it yourself. Because you buy those little rats peanuts.
Yeah, my little family, I got to take care of them.
Well, here's an idea. Why don't you get a lawnmower and strap it to Boone? And when he's running around chasing the squirrels, he can mow the lawn.
That'll work.
Oh, Mark, I sorted my council tax out.
Good.
Stupid woman. It was quite funny because when they told me I had to pay all the money up front, like $2.5 grand, it was like, kiss my ass. Yeah. And I sent her an email and went, no wonder people get pissed off at this fucking council. Can't get anything right. She rung me up this morning. She made me the first call to apologise. She went, yes, I can see there's a problem here. Really? But the good news is, instead of having to pay 50% of my council tax, I only have to pay 25 now.
Okay.
Get in.
Yep.
In fact, I think they should backdate it.
So Dominic, who's on tonight?
It's Wednesday. Bill, the drone reviewer. And I think that's it.
No, today
Oh,
is
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's just
No, it's Wednesday.
Your Wednesday daytime.
Yeah, my Wednesday, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. It
Your
is
Tuesday. My Wednesday is IC Bill. Your Tuesday night.
Yeah, it is. Bill the
And he
drone
asked
reviewer.
that last Tuesday. So remember I said that?
And it
Every
used to
Tuesday he
be,
says, who's on tonight?
It used to be Mikey.
Yeah,
That was a long
Yeah,
time
it's
ago.
fine. yeah. Hasn't done anything in at
Hey,
least a
Jody,
year.
welcome back.
I actually miss his show. To be
Jody.
honest.
Yeah, I miss it as well.
He was funny. Like you gotta give him credit. He was funny.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen
Yeah, I wonder
Jody
what
and
he's
Frank
doing
in the
now.
same room?
Who?
Jody and Frank. Have anyone seen them in the same room?
Yeah, I have.
No, answer the phone. It's Justin.
Hey,
That's his ringtone.
That's a
Oh,
great
cool.
ringtone.
Answer the fucking phone. It's Justin. That's pretty cool.
I used to have a great answer phone. It used, you know, the Grinch in the film where he goes, "If you
Yeah.
answer as much more syllable, I'll hunt you down and cut you like a fish. If you like to fax me, press the star key." I had that as my answer phone message, and people were actually reporting me to EE, and EE got fed up of being my phone number being reported. They asked me to take it off.
I had one that was your fucking boss is calling. I showed him that once and he told me to take it off.
You really don't want my phone to go off because it's Dominic, not Dominic on the panel, the bird. When we first got him, he had this really weird song that he used to sing, and I recorded it, and that's my ringtone. He doesn't do it anymore, so I'm glad I recorded it.
Your bird sing?
He did when
Oh,
we
that's
first
pretty
got
cool.
him. I mean, they have their own little chirps and little tunes, and
uh-huh.
they're all
Do
very
you do drone
quaint.
shots?
Jody.
That's Jody.
Yeah.
And-
Bluey, get your ass back down there and pick all that bloody grape up again.
I'm bad with names, so I'm sorry, guys.
Jody and Frank are the same person.
Oh,
That's why I
Well,
asked if they were in the, has anyone seen them in the same room?
Drone shots and Frank are the same person.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Hence why I asked if anyone's seen him in the same room.
Yeah, no.
Why is there a lot of bloody smiley faces going up the side of the chat?
I know, I see
Someone
that, eh?
hit that button.
Except for when Francois comes on.
Who
And
the
he-
hell's Francois?
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
Right. I'm sorry, he needs to change his name. Our local
Francois.
MP is called Mark Francois and he's an asshole.
Francois Benoit.
That was good news. He got a call from Hodgkins.
Bye, Jim.
Nice.
That's Hodgkins is the guy that trained him at Slidell. And he said he saw his packet and he said, yeah, they're gonna be either the end of this week or the first part of next week. They're gonna do the interviews, but they're waiting on HR with 2 other people to get the interviews in. And they said, it's about time you come over here like that. And Hodgkins said, yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to you. And he said he was
Paul.
on the board that hires. So the
Paul, have
person
you
that
got your
trained him
chat
at the
on,
school
Top Chat.
is going to be who he has to talk to.
Nice.
He should be on next
I
week.
thought they were going to decide that this week.
Well, they're waiting on the HR to finish the package for the people. The chief does not want to do people this week and people
Hi,
next
Frank.
week. They want
look,
them all
Frank and
together
Jody in the
basically
same room.
the first couple of days. They don't want to space them out.
Nice.
Evening, Frank. Jody was looking
And
for you earlier.
And it's not like they have one opening. They can hire at will because they have openings.
Is this close to where your son lives, or does he have to travel?
Well, it's about 12 miles.
Oh, that's not bad.
He was going 7 miles before. But he's in the I-10, I-12 corridor. And that means you get a lot of crap from New Orleans that comes up here to Slidell to try to steal cars or stuff. That's where the cop was killed about a month and a half ago.
Oh,
It was in Slidell, but he worked for St. Tammany. When the girl, the 17-year-old, saw the spike strip down, instead of going around the spike strip, went around and hit him.
And hit him, yeah. I remember you saying
Yeah.
that.
So that's the department. And he's looking forward to that because they get a lot. They get police chases, they get a lot of stuff.
Nice.
So he's gonna get more action, let's put it that way.
So he'll be more busy, in other words.
A
Oh, yeah.
little less conversation, a little more action, please.
Well, I'm gonna give you guys a choice. You can either keep going. So I'm gonna go get a ship and then come back, but you know, I'm not gonna be back here to probably 7:30, 7:45.
I'm gonna drop off in a minute, so
Okay, David. So do you guys vote to pack it in then?
you want to pack it in
what
or
you
do you want to
got?
keep going?
Talking 30 minutes, 35 minutes?
Yeah,
40 minutes?
35, 40 minutes.
We could keep it open, just leave it like it is. you know?
Okay, it's up to you guys. I don't have a problem with it, but I don't want to hear about
Yeah.
oh, Paul walked away.
No, Paul, just
Well,
make
you
me
always walk away. We used to it.
Paul, I'm
Paul
gonna be
walked
dropping.
away.
Yeah, Paul,
You always
I'm-
walk away, Paul.
No, Paul, I'm gonna leave in a minute. So if you make me the host, I'll sort it out for you.
There's his empty chair again.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hold
I
on a
remember when
minute.
he did.
Empty
He
chair.
did
Hold
have, he did have a thingy, a smiley face on it at one time.
Yeah.
on. Okay. Bingo.
Oh, that's cool.
Bingo. Empty chair.
I
It
think
might
you
be a
might have
short flight. The wind is whipping out there again.
I tell
Did
you
you-
what, Joe, you're going for a full house here.
Did
I'm
you
telling you.
did you charge up the batteries?
Yeah, I did.
Charged up, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, my hat was dead too. I had to charge it up.
Oh god.
Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Paul, make me the host.
Why?
He must have dead off.
Oh, wait up. He's not co-host. Don't worry, I can deal with this.
David, be nice.
Put him in the waiting room.
I was about to cry.
Well, you've got that song in my head again.
What's up?
I'm not singing it. I'm going to call you Sir Bastard from now on because of that song. No, not that one. No, he's done the Pink Panther song.
Uh,
No,
I'll put
no, 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 no.
Why did-
That's
why did he give-
ba-dum, ba-dum,
Wait,
ba-dum.
Why did he give Dominic co-host? What the hell's going on here? I can't put Dominic in the waiting room.
920 for 1
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
Oh, he's left his walkie-talkie on. We're going to hear him in a minute. That fucking drone's back again. God, I could do with some sleep. Can you guys do me a favour? Do a bit of Wham. Wake me up before you go.
Yeah.
I tried to play Euro Trucks earlier on. I loaded the game, started my truck up. I was like, no, I can't do it. I have to close the game down. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with another $200, I can buy a new one. What the
Old.
Hey, Captain Joe,
Yo,
this guy here on Facebook Market on my area.
yep.
He's asking for a DJI Air 2S,
Okay.
$1,200 with one
You get
battery
cheap?
and one remote.
No, too high.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, you could buy a brand new cheaper than that.
Yeah,
You could buy them cheaper than that, brand new.
I don't think you can get them brand new.
I've seen them.
Air-
I'll
Air
try to
2S.
find you one.
Yeah,
Yeah, to us.
that's great.
what's his name? Ray never said how much he wanted for his.
Who?
Ray, isn't his name Ray?
Captain Ray?
Yeah, he was selling his, but he never said how much.
I don't know. Have you looked on Johnny's thing?
The tall guy. No, I don't have Johnny's thing.
I didn't know. I didn't know Ray had one.
No, maybe different
Yeah.
Ray.
The tall guy. Isn't his name Ray?
Which tall guy?
There's a couple of them.
There's a few.
Could have been Kai, could have been Bob.
Bob Casey.
No, the guy that was running
Brandon.
the guy that was running the Florida.
Florida
Drone.
drove me up.
Well, that's
I
Ray.
didn't know Ray had an Air 2S.
I think he
Not
did.
Ray
I
Doll.
don't know if he still does.
I thought
Well,
it was
the
Ray
good
that
news-
had one for sale.
Look.
Yeah, the good news is he's planning on selling one apparently. So he doesn't. He may have one, but he won't have one.
Hold on a minute.
I thought that was him.
Okay.
Ray's got a Mavic 3 and a
Maybe
Mavic
3 Pro.
Yeah, but I thought he had a what you call it too, Air 2S. He may have
Yeah.
sold already.
He might have one, yeah.
Yeah, because he,
Yeah,
he
that,
was going
in
to
the
sell
chat,
it.
that's just what I just stuck in the chat is the drone swap shop that Johnny's got out there. And there might be one on that. You might be able to find one on that.
Okay, I'm shutting the door.
Okay, I'll just click
The
on
Mini
it.
2, Mavic 3, Cine.
Yeah,
Sometimes somebody will stick one out there.
Shipping to Canada is not cheap though.
yeah,
Mm.
that's the thing.
Getting in Canada is though.
Yeah, I don't see an Air 2S on it though. But they have a lot of good stuff on that.
Mm.
Well, I'm waiting for they have to accept me.
Here's an Air 2S. Air 2S, everything include. Oh, it says sold already. Ken
Oh.
Hoffbauer sold one. Ken sold
Yeah, I know
one.
Ken sold one, yeah.
Yeah. It was $750 what he sold it for.
Uncle Bill sold this to Lloyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Lon sold his Air 3S
F3S
Bill.
Bill. Yeah.
And just found one on there that says Robbie Gray, Air 2S for sale. That's the one I bought from him. That's the one I bought from him. Yeah.
He's not marked it as sold yet.
No, it says it does not say sold. It does not say sold, but I bought it from him.
Mm.
Yep. 3 batteries, charger, extra props. No damage, but like I said, after about 3 months, the battery started swelling.
Mm.
Everything.
Oh, that's the one that Justin was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other day. Oh, cool.
But like I said, I got the better of the deal in the long run because it cost me the same thing I sold my Air 2 for. I've still got one of the batteries that was still good. One battery is still good. And I got the drone and sent it back when the gimbal started giving me problems, and I have a brand new one now. Air 2S is a good drone.
Mm.
That's what I hear. That's why I want to. If I move up, that's what I want.
But what you can do too, forget the Air 2S, get your Air 3. You can
Wouldn't
find
be
an Air
much
3,
different.
jump all over that.
Wouldn't be much difference in price though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. I take the step up and go to the Air 3. Oh, this looks good. Here you go, Dominic. You might like this. That's an air fried grilled
yeah.
cheese hot dog.
Oh,
Nice.
wieners.
4 hot dog buns, 4 hot dogs, and 8 slices of cheddar cheese.
Mm.
That sounds pretty. I only see 3 hot dogs though. You notice that?
Yeah, I can only see 3. Yeah.
I only see 2 buns too.
Yeah.
So somebody screwed up
Top
here.
and bottom. Yeah.
How good is a Maverick Pro? How good?
Old.
Old. Okay.
Yeah, you need to stay no further back to Air 2S. I wouldn't even do the Air 2, Air 2S, and or the Air 3.
The Mavic Pro is the same as the Platinum your lads bought.
Oh, okay. So it's the same one as my son-in-law bought it. Okay.
Yeah, and that's 2016 to 2019, something like that.
Mm. So it's the great grandfather of what I've got.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's heavy.
My Platinum is 2019.
And then you had the Mavic 2 Pro, and then now Mavic 3 Pro and Classic. Hey, JDS. Hello, John.
And
Hello,
soon to be
Mr.
the Mavic
JDS.
4.
Yeah, the Mavic 4. A couple of weeks away.
Lots of Maverick Air 2, but they're expensive, $900. That's crazy.
Well, the Air 2 is the same as the Air 2S, except it doesn't have upwards pointing
Yeah.
avoidance, and it's got a smaller sensor.
Yep.
Because I've got that as well, and the Air 2S.
It's still pretty solid.
Yeah.
It doesn't have what again? Sorry, sensors. Like,
It doesn't have upward facing, just front and back.
oh, okay.
The Air 2S has an extra couple of sensors at the front that point upwards.
Mm.
So basically, it's almost like the Mini 3 Pro.
Almost omnidirectional.
Yeah. The Mini 3 Pro just does front and back as well. My JDS. And Brenda and Jim, and I saw Randy in there somewhere as well.
Mm.
Yeah, it's on pecan. You gotta go away too. Go eat the food in your dish. You got food in your dish. I'm not giving you anything else right now. Not doing it. I don't have extra treats for you right now. You gotta wait. Hey, you heard me. Don't say it. Don't side eye me. You got louder when I said that, when I don't have extra treats for 'em. I don't have extra treats for you. You got food in your dish. Don't say it. Don't turn that face away from me. Don't do it. No. He turns, he gets aside eye, like, "Arr," you know, like, trying to tell you. They don't do this. Like he's trying to buck up to me or something, you know? You're too little to buck up. I throw a shoe at you. Oh, you better go. Watch this. You need to go. Go.
Change my Libre sensor in 3 days.
Yeah, we're going to fly tomorrow at 9:30.
Yeah.
Going to that big park, Coquille. It's got a like shoot 300, 400 acres. That's how big it is. 500 acres, maybe.
Jesus.
It's good. It's got the soccer fields out there. It's good to do FPV.
Oh, great.
So I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna do that loop that I messed up. Watch.
Yep.
Hey Joe, this guy has a Maverick Air 2 Fly More combo. Says perfect condition, 899. I don't know why you did put 900.
That sounds high too, don't it, Dominic? Air 2.
Don't forget,
Air 2,
don't
yeah.
forget
If it's
he's
an Air
talking
2,
Can-
yeah.
talking Canadian.
Yeah. And it comes with filters that he spent $80 USA.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing you got to worry about is the batteries
Yeah.
because it's an older drone.
How many cycles?
Canadian dollars in US
And
dollars.
if they're starting to swell, you're gonna need all new batteries. The batteries are $85 a piece. That's why, like I said, you do better trying to get an Air 3.
Only has eight charges cycles.
900 Canadian is 650 US.
Yeah. And then he said I'll trade for
£6.50 UK.
I'll trade for a Mini 3 Pro or a Mini 4 Pro and cash on top of it.
I tell you what, if he's not lying about the weight, I mean the cycles, might be a good deal.
Right. Can fix stuff. Do apologize. Hi. I'm dropping off now, so
Okay.
hi and bye. Do apologize. Laura was chatting shit to me again.
Okay, Dave. Have a good evening.
Yeah.
Good
All you gotta
evening.
do is turn around and say, "Shut up,
Or
Laura."
good morning.
Or good morning.
Well,
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she's just told me that because we're going to Cambridge tomorrow to see her nan and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. She's just informed me we're getting picked up at 9 o'clock.
Okay. Safe trip then.
Oh yeah. Throwing Laura out the fucking window. Right, have a good one, guys.
See you later.
Oh, Ed, got one more thing to do to you.
Yes.
No.
Because that song is still in my head. Catch you
Dun,
later.
dun,
Badum, 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 badum. Make sure.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh shit.
I muted all three of you. You should have at least let me leave. I'm watching it on YouTube. I can't do nothing.
So yeah.
Catch you later.
See
Ed,
ya.
you have to unmute yourself.
I know. I was talking to myself here.
That's nothing unusual for those in the chat talking to themselves. So don't worry, Jim. I got your back.
The content of this meeting
Guys,
is being sent to one or more apps.
Here you go.
Oh no, I'll be trying
Air-
GDS.
It's only got one battery. Hold on.
So if I give him my Mini 3, how much should I give on top of that?
Mm.
Like if your Mini 3 is good, I wouldn't do it.
Okay,
I would try, like I said,
then forget it.
it might not be worth the change. Because you get a refurbished unit out of DJI of a Air 2S for $599. They've got them. No, it says out of stock. It says refurbished on the page. When you get to it, it says out of stock.
Everything says out of stock for America.
Yeah, it could be that.
This meeting.
Let's have a look.
For AI competition.
DJI store. Mm. Categories. DJI.
Looking at Marketplace. Where are you located?
Winnipeg,
Like
Manitoba.
like central Canada.
Oh, Mr. GDS, how much? Come on.
He said not for sale.
I know. He's just teasing me. You know, you can just put it in a box and send it over here, eh, GDS?
We're up clearing boys 1 and 2, about 3 hours and 45 minutes up to Harbor Beach line.
Oh, that's a big red boat.
Mm.
Is it Winnipeg, Manitoba?
Yeah, Winnipeg, Manitoba. I was watching this guy's channel yesterday. He was flying the Neo over water, like around the lake.
Yeah.
With trees. And it said on the ladders on top that he had lost his drone because of a bird, and it shows him flying, and you see all of a sudden the drone just go down in the water. I thought it was funny.
That's not that funny when it happens.
Well, I know, but
yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the Air 3 combo. That was a long time ago, though. They wanted, it was a long 22 weeks ago. 1950 is what they wanted.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no 2Ss for sale on DJI's site here.
Yeah. See, but I'm only not doing a lot of mileage. Let me get the mileage changed. Here, 2S accessories. Just accessories. Mini 3 Pro, Mini 3. A lot of minis.
yeah. A lot of Mini 3s in that too.
Yeah. Yeah, Mini 3s and that is not a lot of bigger drones.
All the Air 3S refurbished are out of stock as well.
Yeah.
Oh no. DJI is going out of business.
What about, have you looked at Best Buy Canada?
No, I haven't looked at it, no.
Because you might do better there. They might even have it refurbished through Best Buy Canada. That way, if it comes in and it ain't right, send it right. We'll give it right back. But if you could find an Air 2S at a reasonable price with good batteries, that would be a killer. But if you could find an Air 3, the batteries are a different kind of it's a different shape. It goes in a different way, and I think those batteries last a little longer. Because I tell you, like I said, I'm mad at myself for missing that Mavic 3 Pro deal.
Mhm.
I should have had it already. Twice. I should have bought it. And I keep checking that every day. But other than that, I would be happy with an Air 3S. You know, Air 3S gives you basically the Air 2S on steroids because of the LiDAR. That's really the biggest thing different on it, the LiDAR. And I've seen Johnny, like I said, Johnny had that sucker forever out there. It was flying perfect all the way back, all the way almost 20,000 feet. You know, and it was like not an issue. And it's a good flying drone. Solid drone for Air 3S. I'm just watching the pricing because I don't need to control them. So I could get it down to about $13.99, something like that. I think it's $13.99 I could get it for. And I've thought about it because I got that Famous Cash card out there, and it's there.
Mhm.
You know, I keep wanting to buy it.
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back. I'm back.
That was quick.
Well, maybe it's time to pack it in then.
Yeah, we'll probably pack it in a minute. Yeah, well, check Best Buy. Best Buy has a refurbished program. Sometimes you get a great one, sometimes you don't. You just got to look at it when it comes in.
Okay.
My buddy got a good Mini 3 Pro set up. It came out really nice. And then somebody got one that's in the community. And he came to him and it was just wrapped in like a garbage bag.
Holy.
And they brought it right back to him. Said, look, might have been Joe Fodolio.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the worst person to send it to. Came in and he brought it back, sent it back.
Wow.
It was somebody like Joe or Randy, somebody like that. I got it. But if you had an Air 3S right now or an Air 3, you probably got a 5 years worth of drone. That is the technology is not that much different in the Air 3S. The Mavic 4, the only technology difference is going to be that spiral, the vertical. Actually, the Air 3S does vertical.
Mm.
So you're going to have the LiDAR system. You're going to have the 360 avoidance. You're going to have probably everything about the same, except for the megapixel difference.
Mm.
And 3 cameras, you got 2 cameras. So 1-inch
Yeah, 'cause
sensor.
I've got 2 cameras.
And it's got a 1-inch sensor on it. That's the good news.
The 1-inch sensor is the big thing.
And Dominic, I'm gonna tell you, you like the pictures in the classic, right? Mavic 3 Classic.
Yeah.
You didn't have the Air 2S, did you?
No, I went from a Mini 2 to a Mavic 3.
Yeah. Because I've got those 2 drones, and I'm telling you, if I took 2 pictures and showed you the 2 pictures, you couldn't tell me the difference.
Good evening, Gitchy.
Gitchy.
And sometimes I think I think you can get better image out of the Air 2S than you get out the Mavic 3.
I thought the Mavic 3 Classic only had 1 camera.
Yeah,
It is.
Mavic 3's got 2. I got 2 of mine.
So guys, the Mavic Standard has 1, Mavic 3 Pro has 3, and the Classic has 2.
No, I think the Mavic Standard has 2,
I have two.
It's 51 right now.
The Mavic Standard has the normal one and the 70 zoom.
I don't have the thing near me, so I can't tell you.
The Classic's only got one camera.
It's only got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a top and bottom camera on mine.
So if you've got two cameras, you might have the original Mavic rather than the Classic.
No, it's got Classic on it. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't got it near me, so I can't look.
Ah.
Give it a sec.
Adam.
So did you guys behave yourself while I was gone?
Oh,
No.
hell no.
Nobody asked.
Ed saying, "Oh yeah." Well, I knew that if I left Dominic and Ed here, he'd keep an eye on the other couple. You know,
The other couple.
Justin left, and so did Don, right?
And David.
Yeah, and David.
And David.
Oh, Justin left way before you were still
Before
here.
you left. But you weren't paying attention.
No, I was paying attention. He just popped off, but usually, sometimes he pops back on again. You know.
That's what she said.
I used to try to pop on sometimes. She used to kick me off.
How was your flight, Paul?
Very good.
Awesome.
You have problems going backwards?
Nope.
He's been on there 2 hours talking. Trump. He started at an hour and a half, 90 minutes.
Well, poor guy has lots to say.
Well, he went to Michigan to talk about his 100th day.
Yeah, one camera.
Yeah, hour and a half. Now he's out there doing his little.
Well, I'm gonna pack it in. So
Okay.
Okay, Dominic.
What are you
If you
doing
wanna-
today? You going to work with your brother or what?
no, I've got a couple of other things I need to attend to first.
Okay.
But I will help him out with a few other things. So I'll see you.
Okay.
Right.
We'll see you maybe in the morning, huh? Or your night, your evening. Our evening,
Yeah, we'll try.
Have a good one, man.
So we're getting ready to pack it in?
Hey, is that what you want to do?
Look at Joe's head.
No, he said pack it in. So turn the hat on, pack it in.
Okay. Yeah, we can close it down.
I got to figure something to eat.
You got to go get something to eat, and
Yeah, I'm gonna eat here, but I got to go figure out what I want to
No,
do.
this time.
okay, Mark, you have a good day. Ed, take care. We'll
Yeah,
see all
you
of you
too,
again
Paul.
next time.
Yeah, you guys do have a good